Of all the decks inside of Phantom Nightmare, I never thought this one would take the cake. Yo, what is going on, guys? Bashtianygo here, and today, guys, we are going to be checking out a very interesting deck that came out of Phantom Nightmare, just released this past week, guys. We have Goblins. Yes, Goblins are actually an extremely powerful archetype and extremely budget friendly too. The entire core is only going to cost you around 40 to 45 bucks, leaving you plenty of room to go ahead and invest in some non-engine, invest in some extenders with this deck, and it's a lot of fun to go ahead and play. Actually, one of the better decks at going both first and second. It's extremely balanced, at least it feels that way as well. And with the amount of level 3 extenders that are in the game right now, we have Tour Guide, the Psychic monsters, Terror, Top Speed, Roids, things like that. There are so many ways to go ahead and get this engine going. Emergency teleport as well. There are so many level 3 extenders in this game, guys, which makes Goblins one of the better budget decks in the current game of Yu-Gi-Oh! And it was just released this past weekend, but I don't think enough people are talking about this just yet, so we're gonna go ahead and check it out today. So with this video, I'm gonna be showing you guys there's no exact combo tutorial with this. It's really just get the rank 3 guy out on the board ASAP, and then it kind of snowballs from there. So what I'm going to show you guys, instead of my usual combo tutorial up front, I'm going to show you guys one of my quick test duels I was doing with the AI here on the yugioh Pro, just so you guys understand, of course, how the deck is supposed to function. Now, given, yes, I will be going up against Kashtira and yugioh Pro, meaning that there's going to be some banned cards played on their side, but regardless, Goblins are still able to go ahead and come off top, and you are going to see me where I misplayed here and there, but it's human error, right? I'm not saying I'm perfect with this deck, not saying I'm perfect in the game of Yu-Gi-Oh, of course, but of course with human error, even still, the deck can do quite a bit. So I'm going to go ahead and show that to you guys today, so make sure you guys stay tuned to the end of the video. I'm going to show you guys the quick match that I did again on yugioh Pro with the AI Kashtira, and then at the end I'm going to be showing you guys the full deck profile template so you guys understand more or less how the deck is supposed to look, at least in my eyes. Again, with enough rank 3 and level 3 extenders in the game, I think it's going to be just right. So without further ado, guys, make sure you guys leave a like and subscribe for Goblins, guys, and let's get right into it. Like I said, guys, we are here with our test duel against AI Kashtira right over here, so you guys understand, of course. Now, I usually like to go up against the AI first, just so I can go ahead and learn the ins and outs of the deck's mechanics. Even if the AI is going to be using banned cards, it just means that in the event that I can go ahead and get past those banned cards, for example, Max C, whatever it might be, I should be able to go ahead and deal with whatever the meta has to throw at me. At least that's my way of thinking. If I'm wrong, just let me know in the comments. So we're going to go ahead and let this play out. I'm not sure if I go first or second. Okay, so I go second. I'm going to go, of course, regular Kashtira plays. Now, he's opening up really, really well, of course. Raidsworth, Fenrir, Prosperity, go into Birth. Now, the one thing I don't like about the AI is that it sometimes doesn't play it the most optimally, which, of course, is bound to happen. But like I said, we're just going to go ahead and see what we can go ahead and come up with, right? So we're going to go ahead and, well, he's got the Kashtira, Fenrir, so he's fine. He's going to still be able to go ahead and normal summon off Birth. We're going to go ahead and hit the Unicorn just to be safe. I'm going to summon out, and then he goes into some crazy number 42 Tomahawk play. I'm pretty sure it's banned. I'm just going to say that. I'm pretty sure this nonsense is banned. Get all this crap out of here. There's no way. But yeah, so that's something that we are going to have to be dealing with. We're going to be dealing with a Mech Knight as well as a Shangri-Ira, pause, backed up by an Infinite Impermanence. Now, our hand right now is Fenrir, Tour Guide, the Goblin Rider, Doug Assaulter, and an E-Telly. So we're going to go ahead and play here. Now, good thing is that we do rip the Infinite Impermanence from the top, so we're going to go ahead and just get rid of the Shangri-Ira, because that way we don't have to deal with the Fenrir. In the event that we did, we could still out the Fenrir and the Shangri-Ira. I probably leave the Mech Knight Crusader Avermax on board just because it's the least threatening than the Ira and the Fenrir that would have been summoned. But we're going to go ahead and just go ahead and imperm that, get rid of it. Now, we're going to go, of course, special summon out the Fenrir. First, just go have that form of interaction, and then we're going to go ahead and normal summon out Tour Guide. You can normal summon out the Doug Assaulter as well. I think both are decent, but because essentially both are going to be able to get you those 2 level 3 on boards, plus we have the E-Telly in hand. But I want to go ahead and try the tour guide just because, you know, why not? Plus let's get another copy of our goblins in the graveyard, which, if you guys do not know, some of the goblin cards in the graveyard, 2 of them actually are the commons, I believe, that came out in the set, are actually crazy good because they have some amazing effects in the graveyard, especially some of themselves by detaching from Xyz monsters already on the field. So if you're going up against the Xyz heavy deck, for example, like Bashtian, you actually gain a lot of advantage that way as well. So we're gonna, of course, normal summon the tour guide. It gets imperm, which is perfectly fine. We're gonna go ahead and chain E-Telly to go ahead and summon out our psychic tracker. I probably should have waited for this because honestly, I did forget the Raysoth's effect to go ahead and pop in the event that something gets blocked off, whatever it might be. So that's gonna happen, of course, and in the event this would happen, IRL, I think it would still be the better move to go ahead and get rid of the level 3. Considering I already used my normal summon, it kind of stops my plays instead of getting rid of the Fenrir, but Fenrir is, of course, going to immediately be able to give us some type of advantage here, right? We're going to go ahead and search out the Cashier Fenrir. We got rid of the Shanger era with the Fenrir, so that was nice. So we're gonna go ahead and go Sky Crisis. I should have summoned Sky Crisis in attack position. That's where a little bit of that human error comes into play. And Psychic Tracker does get banished because it was summoned off E-Telly. So like I said, I should have waited on the E-Telly, but like you guys are gonna see right now is perfectly fine. So he gets to go full Cashier combo wombo over here. Realistically, he could have OTK'd, but in the event that he would have wanted to, we would have been able to potentially hold him off just here a bit. So I mean, it is what it is. Like I said, when you're coming up against AI, you're gonna see quite a few errors. So we're actually gonna go ahead and normal summon out our Duel Assaulter here in our next turn. So Duel Assaulter says you can detach 1 monster on either field. If you do, special summon this card, which is cool. And they also have effects with a normal special summon, which is nice. So normal special summon, you can add any Goblin Biker spell trap from your deck to your hand. So we're gonna add a Grand Arrival or Goblin Biker Grand Entrance, which then says add a Goblin monster from your deck to your hand. So it's a Rhoda to search a Rhoda. So we're gonna go ahead and activate that to get our copy of the homie. Goblin Rider Mianda. So we actually were able to summon out the Duel Assaulter by detaching one of the materials from our opponent's number 89 Mind Hacker. And then we're actually going to be able to normal summon out the Goblin Rider Cold-Blooded. And then we're going to actually be able to go into our copy of the, what's it called, Gabanga. Now Gabanga on summon is actually going to be able to go ahead and search out another Goblin Rider. Now because we normal summon this guy, we did not special summon him. We're going to activate the effect to detach 1 from an Xyz material that's already on the field, and this is a quick effect during either player's main phase. This is during the main phase. If this card is in your hand, you can quick effect detach an Xyz material from a monster on either field and special summon this card. So we're actually going to go ahead and detach from Gabanga. Now when we do this, Gabanga is going to be actually able to go ahead and activate this effect, where if a material is detached from a face-up monster on the field, you can target a face-up monster on the field except this card, attach it to this card as a material. So we're going to go ahead and let this play out. We're going to take our opponent's Mind Hacker, we're going to punch for quite a decent amount of damage. So we're going to go ahead and let that play out. Punch, punch, punch. And then we're actually going to be able to go into our SP. So I tried to click the Cashier of Birth. But realistically, I probably should have hit like the pressure planner or whatever, because I'm pretty sure I knew he already has second birth. But I accidentally misclicked, and I actually, I clicked on our, so the graveyard thing popped up, and I accidentally banished the Sky Crisis, whatever, EDO Pro nonsense, right? But we're actually going to be able to go ahead and detach 1 to add the Duel Assaulter back into our hand. So, and then during the end phase, we can Gabanga is going to allow us to go ahead and attach another Goblin from our decks onto it as a material. So it's always going to have a material for us to detach to go ahead and take something from our opponent, which is nice. Fenrir is going to go ahead and activate. Then we're going to go ahead and draw. He will called by the grave, which is fine. And then he's going to go ahead and go Fenrir, and we're going to go SP target just so we get the Fenrir off the board, because if I don't, and he just goes battle phase, crashes over, and then we're cooked essentially. So we're gonna go ahead and do that. He's gonna special summon out the normal summon out the Rice Heart, special summon out the Unicorn. Why is not? Oh, that's right. Because summons in dispense position. That's right. So he's gonna go ahead and summon out the Mind Hacker. Get rid of that, and then we are going to take 2,900 points of damage. So something I could have done to stop the damage is during main phase 1, I could have activated the clatter splotter to go ahead and detach a material from Mind Hacker, go and special summon this guy out, and when this guy is special summoned out, I get to have additional effects. So during your opponent's main phase, if it's cards in your graveyard, you can detach a material from a monster on either field, and if you do special summon this card, but banish it when it leaves the field. So we're actually going to go ahead and let this play out, and then we're going to be able to go ahead and special summon this guy out. So because we actually were able to go ahead and special summon out the Clatter Spotter, on normal special summon I get to target any goblin monster in my graveyard except Splotter special summon. So we're actually going to go ahead and special summon out the Merciless. Merciless, this card is on special summon, and special summon a goblin from our hand. So because we were able to go ahead and add the Duck Dugger to our hand last turn, we're actually going to be able to special summon out the Duck Charger, and then Duck Charger is going to be able to go ahead and search out the continuous spell because I'm pretty sure everything else is already banished face down. So we're going to draw for turn. Okay, we get our SP Load Knight back. We get Ash Blossom, which is cool, but it's really not going to get that far, guys. We're going to activate the continuous spell, and we're actually, because Cashier Birth does trigger, we're going to go ahead and try the SP, get rid of the Fenrir. So that way, that's one less thing that we have to go ahead and worry about. So we're actually going to be able to go ahead and activate the activate the Grand Bash of the Goblin Riders, which is a continuous spell's effect. So this card already says all Goblin monsters gain 300 attack for each Goblin I control, which is give a big attack boost because it's not say I can only control one of it. So if I control multiple, it should stack. But I target 2 of my Goblin monsters and make them the same level. So it makes them both level 6. So we go ahead and rank into our Goblin's Crazy Beast, which instead of taking an opponent's monster, takes an opponent's spell trap. So we're going to go ahead and detach 2 to go ahead and take our opponent's Cashier Birth, which is fantastic, of course. And then we're going to activate the our copy of the Merciless, which during the main phase, if it's cards in your graveyard, you can detach a exit material from a monster on the field, and if you do, special summon out this guy. So we're going to special summon this guy back out and go into our copy of Gabanga. Gabanga's then going to go ahead and search out our copy of the what's it called? The Boom Mock, and Boom Mock's going to go and special summon itself by detaching, and because we detach, this is going to attach one of our opponent's monsters. So we're going to go and take our opponent's monsters, and you see how this kind of snowballs into this effect where you can constantly just it's really good at actually breaking boards by non-destruction removal. So it's really good at getting that done, and you're putting up a lot of damage while doing all this stuff. Of course, you get 3 Goblin monsters, all your stuff gets boosted by 900, and now you're punching for quite a bit of damage. So that is what you have to look forward to with Goblins here in this upcoming format, guys. Honestly, it's crazy to think about, but that's going to be it for the little test duel I did for you guys, just so you guys can go ahead and see the interactions like that. Now, I said I did not play this the most optimally, but now you guys have more, I guess, understanding of what the deck does. So we're gonna go ahead and get into the deck profile, but if you guys have any questions on this, go ahead and let me know in the comment section down below. So here we are, guys, for our quick deck list on the Goblin Riders. So Goblin deck Riders, or Goblin Bikers, I should say, as they are here in the TCG. Like I said, it's a really cool archetype. I'm sure there's more optimal ways to go ahead and play this deck, but I just want to go ahead and make as many level 3 extenders as I possibly could into this deck, because like I said, the second you get into Gabanga is going to go ahead and search out your copy of the Boom Mock, and Boom Mock, detaching the special summon, is already going to give you a free interruption without having to do anything else. Now the Cashier Fenrirs are still nice to go ahead and play in here just to have that additional form of interruption in case you happen to see it first. Like I said, I was trying this out with a bigger Cashier package with 3 planets, a Birth, a Theosis, 1 Unicorn, and 1 Rice Heart, just to go ahead and have that additional form of interruptions for you. But it really just became more of a Cashier deck, and I want to see more Cashier cards, and it became a Goblin Rider deck. So with this, it does rely a little more heavily on the Goblin stuff. I think it's really cool. I think it has a lot of potential. Let's go ahead and get right into it. So we're going to play 3 copies of the Duck Charger. Duck Charger is going to be your #1 starter for the overall archetype. I think it's really good, of course, and which of course gets you the which reinforcement of the army gets you this Duck Charger. Then you normal summon the Duck Charger, which gets you another Rhoda for your archetype, which is really cool as well. So you're just digging through your deck for more and more resources. And like I said, the rest is just level 3 extenders. You play 2 of the Clatter Splotter, 2 Merciless, 2 Boom Mock. Then for the additional extenders, we played 1 Takatomborg with 2 Terror Top. You can play the other, the Psychic Wheel wheel letter if you want as well. I just wanted to go ahead and play the Charizard because, you know, why not? Then 3 copies of the Psychic Tracker. Playing these guys as well is also really good because I do choose to play 3 copies of Emergency Teleport just to get that additional form of interruption. Not interruption, additional extension. Now, if you want interruption instead, you can play Ghost Ogre. But Ghost Ogre is not really the best hand trap right now, so it's not really going to be the most beneficial for you. That's just something to consider. 3 Torragat, because Torragat is crazy, and this is a fiend, so you know, why not? 3 Fenrir, of course, 3 Ash, 3 Droll. Droll's mandatory. Rhoda, in Archetype Rhoda. 3 E-Telly extenders and 2 copies of the Grand Bash. 3 is too many because it doesn't really get your plays going. It just kind of helps you go into your rank 6 when you need to and gives you guys a little attack boost, which is cool. 3 Imperm for the final hand traps and 1 copy of the Goblin Rider or Goblin Biker Grand Stampede, which lets you immediately XZ summon during your opponent's turn, which is nice, don't get me wrong, but still not the #1 thing you want to go ahead and do. Although it does let you get access to a Gamanga on your opponent's turn, but it is unfortunately a hard once per turn. So that if it wasn't a hard once per turn, this deck would be super wild because you just make 3 of this guy and you're chilling. But yeah, that's gonna be it for the main deck, guys. 40 card main deck. For the extra deck, I play 1 SP, and the rest are all gonna be XZ's monsters. F-Zero, 1 Fortune Tune, Gossip Shadow, number 3, some King, Ashura King, 3 copies of the Gabanga, because like I said, you can make this every turn during your opponent's turn. This card's crazy. Dino Magician, of course, Crazy Beast, 1 Sky Thunder, 1 Sky Crisis, and then 1 Zeus to round off the extra deck as well. But that's gonna be it for the deck profile, guys. Honestly, I think Goblins are an extremely budget answer to the overall format as it is right now. I think Goblins can put up quite a bit of interruption and can really sneak up on you if you guys do not know what they actually do. So go ahead and make sure you guys do your research. I would highly expect Goblins to be amongst the lower tier to mid tier rogue tables at any regional YCS moving forward, especially because it's just so affordable. It's so easy to play, unless you're like me and you misplay, but it's okay. And like I said, easy to learn. It is extremely budget friendly, and those 2 are the main keys to see a lot of representation at any event. So just be on the aware for this deck. But as long as you guys are educated, you guys have D barriers, call XZs, you guys should be good to go. But let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. Are Goblin Bikers legit or are they copium? Let's talk about it in the comment section. But without further ado, guys, hope you guys did enjoy. Make sure you guys leave a like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one.